Have you ever wondered how the fluctuations in your bank account mirror the ups and downs of your love life? In this video, we will reveal some secrets that might change how you view your next date, because there are some hidden forces shaping our romantic lives that everyone should be aware of. We'll unravel how economics, surprisingly, influence love and sex. You know, there's an old saying that everything has a price, but have you ever before wondered about the price tag on love? It sounds odd, right? Putting a monetary value on emotions, desires, and those butterflies in our stomach. Now, when we think of love, we think of it as this pure, unquantifiable emotion, something that transcends the tangible world. Yet, like anything rare and precious, love has its own kind of market. Picture your heart's desires like items on a store shelf. We all yearn for love, just as we'd crave a limited edition piece of artwork. It's universally sought after, but takes more work to acquire, and this difficulty in achieving genuine love gives it its unique value. Now, think of all the romantic choices you've made in your life. The times you've pursued someone, decided to part ways, or maybe even chosen to stay single. What if I told you that as personal as they feel, these decisions can also be seen through market economics? Every time you swiped right on that dating app or bought someone a drink at a bar, you were making a market-driven decision. Like investing in a stock, you were weighing the potential returns of your emotional investment against the risks. Love, with all its complexities and nuances, beautifully merges with the principles of economics. It's a dance between supply and demand, choices and consequences. And as we journey forward, we'll uncover more about this intriguing connection between the heart and the wallet. Think about online dating. It is a world where the heart's desires get transformed into checkboxes, swipe rights, and profile bios. Sounds straightforward, doesn't it? But as with any market, there are intricacies beneath the surface waiting to be unveiled. Now let's talk shop. When searching for the perfect coffee machine or that killer pair of sneakers, the more specifications you have, the narrower your search becomes, right? Well, online dating operates on the same principle. The broader your criteria, the wider the net you cast. Yet this might reduce your chances of finding that ideal partner. Why? Well, because the human soul isn't a coffee machine or a pair of sneakers. When strictly adhering to a checklist, height, income, hobbies, we might miss out on the magic of organic connection. It's like hunting for a needle in a haystack while wearing thick gloves. Sure, you might find the needle, but you'll miss the hay's texture, warmth, and essence. Life isn't merely about quantitative data. It's the soft laughter shared over a clumsy dance, the thrill of discovering a shared love for old vinyl records, or the luck of bumping into each other in a bookstore's poetry aisle. It's the experiential criteria that truly matter, and that's where many of us need to improve in the world of online dating. Strict filtering options? They might keep you away from someone who doesn't tick every box, but resonates with your soul in ways you'd never have imagined. It's essential to strike a balance. While particular criteria are critical, the shared experiences and emotional wavelengths form the bedrock of genuine connection. Now, from the digital dating world, let's transition to a timeless institution where love and economics intertwine profoundly: marriage. In the heart of a bustling city, two entrepreneurs come together, pooling their unique skills to create a thriving enterprise. This union isn't just any business venture, it's a profound partnership, much like marriage. Think about it. In the vast enterprise of life, marriage isn't merely about grand gestures, romantic dinners, or walking hand in hand on a beach. At its core, it's a partnership where two people synergize their strengths to run the multifaceted business of a household. Let's break it down. Every home requires a range of services. There are bills to manage, meals to prepare, chores to tackle, and emotional needs to address. Solo, it's a colossal task, like a CEO trying to play every role in a company. But together, two people can divide and conquer. One might excel at budgeting while the other whips up gourmet meals. One might be the emotional anchor while the other ensures everything runs like clockwork. This division isn't just about ease. It's about efficiency. In the world of economics, this is known as specialization. By focusing on what each does best, the partnership flourishes, much like a business tapping into the unique skills of its team members. But what about the more intimate aspects of marriage? There's an economic perspective on that too. Within the trusted boundaries of marriage, intimacy finds its most efficient expression. No longer burdened by the uncertainties of fleeting relationships, couples can explore depth, understanding, and connection in profound and efficient ways. In the end, marriage is a beautiful blend of heart and practicality. A union where love meets logic, dreams meet duties, and two people come together to craft a life more remarkable than the sum of its parts. And with the essence of marriage laid bare, let's journey back in time to explore how societal structures and economic needs shaped marital norms. Centuries ago, in vast landscapes dotted with communities, an intriguing marital structure dominated many societies: polygamy. With multiple spouses, especially multiple wives, polygamy wasn't just a cultural phenomenon, but an economic strategy. In those days, having numerous children meant more hands to work the land, manage the household, or expand one's lineage. Polygamy was a practical response to the economic demands of the times. A man with abundant resources could sustain multiple wives, ensuring his name continued for generations. Then, as the wheels of time turned and the smoke of the Industrial Revolution rose, things began to change. Factories replaced farms, and suddenly it wasn't about how many children one could have, but how well they could be educated. Knowledge became the new wealth. The age of the learned had dawned. As societies evolved, so did the perspectives on equality between men and women. With the rise of liberal beliefs, women started breaking chains. No longer just keepers of the hearth, they became torchbearers of change. They claimed their right to education, leading to economic independence, more freedom, and a shift in sexual norms. Amidst the evolution, a notable trend emerged: premarital pregnancies. With fewer economic and societal penalties, choices became broader yet more profound. Relationships, once driven by tradition, now rode the waves of personal desire and compatibility. On campuses, the rhythms of young hearts echoed the principles of economics. Just like any market responding to supply and demand, college relationships took a unique turn. With more women embracing their sexuality, a new dynamic reshaped the narrative of college romances. From these intertwined paths of economics and societal change, the transition from polygamy to monogamous, educated partnerships became evident. No longer just about quantity, marriages became about quality. But there is more to this. In the ever-evolving landscape of human relationships, the sanctity of marriage stands tall. Yet like the most ancient of trees, its roots dig deep, drawing nourishment from the soil of education and the waters of financial stability. It's a delicate dance between love and pragmatism, where one false step can spell disaster. Imagine the solace of an educated couple, both equipped with the tools to navigate the world's intricacies. They share not just love, but also understanding, resilience, and ambition. In their hands, problems transform into puzzles waiting to be solved. With education as their guiding star, they often weather storms that might sink less fortified bonds. Yet love alone doesn't pay the bills. The shadow of financial instability looms large, a storm cloud threatening the sunlit meadows of marital bliss. Money, or the lack thereof, is more than just numbers on a bank statement. It's the silent dinner tables after a day of worries, the unspoken tension in the air, the dreams postponed. These strains can tug at the threads holding two people together, sometimes pulling them apart. And as we zoom out, looking at the grand tapestry of nations, another fascinating pattern emerges. Countries where financial inequality reigns witness the shattering of more marital bonds. It's as if the very fabric of society, stretched too thin by disparities, begins tearing at its seams, affecting the most intimate human connections. But it's also a fact that, in this intricate dance of love, learning, and livelihood, the lessons are clear. Financial balance and a shared thirst for knowledge can be the ballast that keeps the ship of marriage steady, even in the stormiest of seas. How does viewing romance through the lens of economics reshape your understanding of your love life and its challenges? Comment below and be sure to subscribe.